tried resetting him? Or have we tried get him to run self-diagnostics and stuff?
We could try that and see.
Plus,
does anybody have access to the place that the blue mage comes from?
So, as in MMO land?
Is that where he comes from?
Well, we don't know. So he was, we believe he was trapped in an ice tower there. He was imprisoned there.
Oh, is that where he came from? The ice tower?
That is my suspicion. I don't know if that, because we discovered the ball was shattered and somebody had escaped from it. And the whole ice talks and stuff like that were from there, that people were running around doing stuff.
Yeah, I know. I talked to one
Yeah. So
okay.
The suspicion is he's from. That's where he was from. We don't have any information. Sorry, go.
The fragments of whatever was imprisoning him might be helpful in some way to locate his soul, the items which have been imbued with his soul. I'm not saying I have the ability to do that.
No. The ice tower had elementals guarding it, and are quite hard to get past. I've not actually gone past it myself.
And I don't know if we even get a way to get into the land at the moment either.
No, I mean we could shadow walk there, but then you end up anywhere.
Yeah.
And then it's a matter of
last time
trekking.
I went there, it was with Freddie, and he could target it a lot better. With a target ability.
Yeah. So, which I do not have.
You want to go deal with Kim because he's close? Anyway, Duggan?
I was going to say, I would like to point out that it's been a long time since you two have been around.
Yeah.
Time. So, just FYI. And as you know, the world keeps moving. What you gonna do?
Oh, I mean, we can certainly try some stuff with Clem just to see.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. At least we've tried it. We can post on the boards that we've tried this, since nobody seems to have been trying anything.
We've tried nothing and it hasn't worked.
That's right.
That describes a lot of the shit the PCs do.
Yeah. So we leave this place for another place.
At last. Okay.
So are we going to do Clem's here?
Yeah. Might as well do Clem's here because we're here.
Yeah.
You guys head out of the embassy across the beautiful grounds. By the way, they've done a really marvelous job. It's obvious that the embassy has its own staff of gardeners, stonemasons, all that kind of stuff, because the MMO people seem to be really busy upping their crafting game. Okay? There's some things that need to be redone, yes, but they take you over to a big stone building, big, thick rock walls and such. And then the doors in and out are these two huge doors banded in iron. And outside of it is about 30 guys and girls that are dressed in armor and holding weapons and such. And they look at McKay and go, McKay, it's Joshua McKay. One of them steps up and says, "Are you here to fix the barber shop, sir?"
We're here to attempt some things, yes.
Very good.
Flashlights and biscuit?
Oil lantern. It's like it's 19th century.
Okay. I'll grab an oil lamp and hold it up behind Joshua so it illuminates from behind.
Take a card. Yeah, they're very impressed with it. One guy fell to his knees. He's like, "Oh, stop being raptured." Right. Okay, so we're going to open it up, give you enough time to get in there, and we're going to crank the doors closed in case something horrible comes out. Okay?
Oh, I'm dropping a writing skill. Does everyone want to? It's a plus 20%.
Okay.
You want to grab that
Handy card?
No.
No way.
Nobody's got any victories yet?
I've got a spy training I'm going to play, that's why.
Mhm.
Okay.
What have we got?
A couple teams of several people, half a dozen people each, get on the doors and begin cranking them open. And they go, and they get about this far, and the guy goes, go!
We go in.
You guys rush in. Clem's standing there, goes, howdy, what can I do you for? As the light slowly goes away as the doors close. There's Jameis holds up his oil lamp. Spooky as fuck having Clem in here talking like that. And no, he's not garbled.
Clem, you're talking okay.
Howdy, what can I do you for?
Can I turn on my flashlight?
You can give it a try.
Can you?
Well, I try.
Okay.
Modern flashlight.
Hold on, I'm
What
looking
is
up.
that? Essence?
I'm looking it up real quick. Roll me a mash the ×5 button on the willpower, and let's see what you get.
Yep.
Yeah, it works. You're not sure what all the fuss is about.
I hold it under my chin so I look real spooky.
Excellent. Unfortunately for you, the other two have been through too much shit to get. Well, one of them's been through too much shit. The other one's got an oil lamp. He just shines at you. Is it like one of those bullseye oil lamps, so mainly the beam out, or is it an all around? Did you want to open all the doors for all around? It's got little doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys can see everything. And now, give me spot hidden rolls, unless you've been in here and know what I'm talking about. It's a pretty basic setup. There's a rectangular room. There's a back room door. There's 4 chairs. And did anybody make their spot hidden?
I think one of the chairs is broken. Is that the thing?
It's slightly off kilter, yeah. The 4th chair, the one closest to the back room door, is just a little bent, and the floor is a little bit buckled. I'm not sure why.
It's interesting that it hasn't self-healed.
It is.
It is, actually.
And that Clem is actually here with it in that state, because normally when part of the barber shop is damaged, Clem disappears because the barber shop is not fully functional.
These things are all true. You speak the true. But P has failed to notice the chair at all. So Clem waits patiently. By the way, just so you know, Marcus, every 60 seconds, unless they ask him something else, he goes, howdy, what can I do you for?
Oh, the first thing I want to ask is, Clem, what zone are we in? Basic test.
He says, I'm sorry, administration commands have been turned off by administrator.
There wasn't an administrator command before. We had access to it. Okay.
Clem, what is my access level?
He says, I'm sorry, administrator commands have been turned off by administrator. It shows McKay's thinking, which PC set himself up as the admin and turned off the goddamn commands? I'm seeing that thought bubble above Pete's head, which may or may not be true.
Do you want to reset the shop? Because we can do that sort of thing. But we'll go outside first before we...
By the way, when you turn to look at the doors, on the inside are big fucking metal spikes sticking out, so if you want to try to kick them or shoulder bash them, you will take a lot of damage.
I'm good.
Okay.
So that's the barber pole.
The barber pole, you'd have to get the doors open, and then open this door, and then kind of creep between the stone building. Because just so you know, Marcus, the barber shop itself, it looks like a normal barber shop, and then somebody built a bigger stone building that completely encompasses the barber shop for some reason. With no windows. No light sources. It looks like there are places for oil lamps to sit here in the barber shop, but for some reason there are 0 oil lamps other than the one that he's carrying. You're not sure why they would remove all the oil lamps from the barber shop. There must have been some compelling reason for that. Possibly a mysterious reason for that. Howdy,
bumper
what can I
pole?
do you for?
Yeah, try that.
Okay, so right, if you get them to open the doors or something.
Yeah, we'll have to trump out and then walk back and get him to open
Bang on the door.
He goes over and bangs on the door. Yes?
We want to open the doors. We need to access something outside the
All right,
barber
we're
shop.
going to open the doors. Get ready to rush out.
We're not.
Run.
We need to access the barber pole.
Oh, we're supposed to keep the door shut all the time. You see Prill like bouncing around in there.
I sprint the wrong direction.
Okay.
So where's this pole thing?
Right, the guys all look really nervous and shit, and they've all got their weapons like they're expecting a demon to go. Blah, 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 blah. And you go over, and there's a barbershop pole on the outside of the barbershop, but inside of the bigger stone building. It appears to be red and white, not blue. Just red
What do we do with this?
and white.
Okay.
Turn it upside down. Then
He
turn
pulls it
back
out.
right
Clem
way.
goes into the back room and closes the door.
So put it in upside down
Okay.
and then take it out, put it in right way up.
Okay.
And then we go away and come back in 24 hours.
Oh. All right. We might as well go out and go back in 24 hours.
Once you guys get out there, they go. And it closes with the doom of the finality of the big noise thing. Cut to 24.
No, I want to
hours.
talk to the I want to talk to the people guarding it.
Give me a memory roll on these people there, Pete. As you've been briefed on them, but a lot of water's passed under the bridge since then. Will your brain do it, or will you hear a voice in your ear going, "Dude, I think we should get lit"? Oh.
Yep.
Right. These guys are considered so inept that their job is to stand here and make a lot of noise dying as they try to fight off whatever comes out. These guys are one step up from the Freddy Guarders.
Mm-hmm.
This is the least prestigious thing ever. Everybody here is pretty much the kind of people you would expect to find in Idiocracy.
Yeah. That's right. Hopefully they can answer the question. Has
Hey.
anybody arrived via the barber shop in the last month?
Yes.
Who?
They look at each other. People, humans. One goes
Members of
Australians, and the rest like, yeah, he did good.
Members of your group? Members of our group?
They think
As in
about it
people
for a
from-
while and go,
People from MMO land?
yes, he says, testing the word. The rest look nervous in the background. One guy has got his hat off and he's beginning to twirl it like the sombrero, in the more Mexican village.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you for your assistance.
Everybody goes, whew, like, wow,
All right.
you got through that.
I'll go look for Darius and Claire.
They are not around. They are off doing shit right now.
Okay. I'll go look for Lego Man.
Katar Balar is back in the normal PC gathering place that has... Wait a minute. This wall used to be a lot closer. They fucking widened it a bit to get his desk in there. You look suspiciously at it. You're like, all right. He looks up.
Katar,
Yes?
has anybody made use of Clems to arrive here recently?
Yes. Members of the adventurer guys, you guys. Some of them come here through that sometimes. I don't remember who,
Okay.
but they've used it. Yeah.
Recently.
Within a week or two, I think.
Okay. So how do you know Clems is still broken?
That's until I get an all clear from one of you guys, because everybody that has used it, I said, is it fixed? They're like, no, it's not fixed. Until I get an all clear from you guys, I'm keeping my people out.
Okay.
But
Because
are you working on fixing it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a bit more of an understanding of the
he says.
situation.
That's my brain.
The last I heard, Clem was talking either backwards or his words were getting mixed up.
Yeah, he was doing that for a while.
This Clems is not doing that.
Good.
But I don't know if that means he's fixed or there's something else
Another
going.
problem solved by Joshua McCann.
All right. He says.
All right. Next question. I discussed some things with Darius and Claire when I was previously here.
Good. Just so you know, they made me the new intermediary between them and the Our Adventurers because a lot of them are, you know.
Yes. So,
yeah.
Can I talk to them directly then, please?
Yeah, but right now they are they are northeast of here, a ways, checking out one of the towns and stuff. Several days ride.
Okay, that's fine. Which town? Do you know which town it was? So checking out.
I think it's called Silverton.
Okay.
Is there other towns around here?
They're supposed to be back within a month. I mean, fucking nothing's quick here. But they went with large contingent of people. I'm sure that they won't get waylaid by Black Bart, taken captive, require rescue, things like that. Positive that won't happen. He looks at the camera.
They are pretty capable.
Have you guys been getting any communication from St. Louis?
Any communication from what?
St. Louis.
St.
Louis.
Somebody, I don't know who, brought some letters and packages just a couple days ago from there. Not one of our guys, one of yours.
Okay. And the Hellmouth?
He picks up he points with his feather at the top piece of paper on the giant pile of fucking papers that looks like they're working on doing a Jenga thing with it.
Okay.
He looks at the camera.
All right.
Well, unless we can deal with that. And
I was going to say, yeah, you're not going to finish that in 2 hours, I don't think.
I mean, part of the issue is I'm not sure how we'd get there to deal with it because I don't have a.
If you fix Clems, I'm sure that will be a big help, and we can resume our interdimensional trading.
The fact that Clems is speaking okay, that's why I was wondering if anybody had used it recently could confirm that he was actually working okay again.
Don't your people communicate with each other?
I would love that to happen.
They sure as fuck don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Take a card, Pete.
Yeah, that sounds good, actually. Yeah, take a card, Pete. Everybody, it just shows everybody do the slow look at the camera, like.
All right, I'm going to discard, reduce / minimal.
Before we let this 24-hour period expire, is anybody interested in learning, say, security systems lore?
Unfortunately, you can't teach that. You can only teach a couple of different things. You can teach spells and one of the Ember type powers, as far as I know. There might be something else, but I don't know what else.
Otherwise you can't teach.
Yeah.
You can't teach nothing.
Yeah.
The way the system works. Fair enough. I mean, we've all got it at base anyway, so it's
it's just a matter of
the teaching is giving you the skill at base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the rate at which the PCs learn shit is astronomical, because getting up to 60%, that would be like a 4-year college degree in that as a major. PCs can pick that up in, I don't know, a few sessions.
Depending on how much hero they're willing to spend on getting the rolls and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, a few sessions, like if they're adventuring fast and not dilly-dallying, they can literally advance that within, say, 20 days. They get fucking 4-year education, 20 days. They don't need extra teaching rules. That's what skill learning's for. It's already covered.
So, Kater, when I spoke to Darius and Claire, we discussed my doing something for them. Did they leave you any messages or any sealed envelopes or anything to pass on to me
No.
Okay.
He looks completely blank, which he's awesome at.
Do I need to remind you, Logan, what we discussed?
I'm looking completely blank, which I'm awesome at.
I was going to start teaching selected members of their group shape-shifting.
Yeah, that's right.
And they were going to nominate who I would teach, presumably members of the spy group.
No, that they're
they
into.
trusted.
So yeah, you can. Let's see if they fucking.
Hence, I was asking if he left.
No, they
left
have
him
forgotten
with a sealed
completely.
envelope with some like a name and address or something.
No, they apparently completely
go talk to these
forgot
people about
this.
it.
They completely got sidetracked.
Yeah,
Just like
that's right.
PCs.
They came up with a list, and someone thought there was a list of people to be eliminated. And
Jameis, take a card. I like that. That sounds extremely plausible.
It was something that could potentially be dealt in the 24 hours while we were waiting. I could go and.
Unfortunately, they. So,
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Can I have the blurb on the shape-shifting ability?
Did they
please?
teach it to you?
Not yet.
As soon as they do.
That'll be tomorrow. We try again
tomorrow,
before we go and check out claims.
Do you want to cut to just before the barber shop? You take them aside and say, "This is how you do it," and then make your teaching?
Unless there's something particular you guys want to do.
There isn't.
Probably there should be, but I got nothing in my head.
Right.
I've had that's on more thinking my quirk could be is that basically I pretend I'm on a no-brainer all the time. Easy to role play and screws me over entirely.
I want to try picking somebody's pocket.
That's skill whoring.
Yeah. That's
you got to balance it a bit. Yeah, you've got to try and balance it and make it fit in with what's going on.
Yes. You've got to get that balance.
Which can be done.
Oh yeah. But you got to strike a balance. Plus, you're rotten at it. I recommend skill whoring it, like using your skill whoring things in it, because it's a bad thing to fail anyway. Because I just
nice thinking in trying to do it, but
yeah.
Cut to teaching him shapeshifting.
Yep.
Get on with it.
Okay.
Jameis, yell at the rest of the group some more. I'd like that, Jameis, just striding around like with a whip, like and the guy in the background with some kettle drums and shit.
In another role playing thing, I'm basically the one. I seem to be the one sensible person that actually sort of trying to drive the plot along. It sort of works out. Oh, we can just do this, and this makes sense for us to do next and stuff. Just, frustrating.
So you make your teaching.
Small shape shifting.
You just got to do this one little skill, and
minor.
Not quite.
Cool. He goes, just do this. It doesn't work. My fingers.
I didn't fumble.
That one fumble, you were in a wheelchair for a while.
Yeah.
That was
just
fucking great.
Hey, you just go like this.
Yeah.
Yes, that one time I fumbled and I spent half the adventure in a wheelchair. Yes.
That was fucking great.
I think you sent several adventures in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I think it was actually several adventures.
So then you guys go back out, and the people are out there, and you're thinking they have and these are like second or third generation people. They're starting to hit the inbreeding dumbassedney thing. You're thinking they really need to fucking get some more humans somewhere.
Yeah, at some point they're going to hit the same problem as what they did originally of the new people.
Oh yeah, the penis. You must do what the penis commands. They're still operating.
They don't learn.
We tried exploring options as to what we could do about it, but the problem is because they're Doras like us now. I mean, they haven't walked the pattern, but they heal.
Yeah, the main thing is they don't seem to be really interested in solving even those problems themselves.
No. And that's the other side of it. Yes.
Well, eventually they're going to probably get some people brave enough to do the pattern and stuff, and I can just start slaughtering them en masse. It'll be awesome. So,
problem solves itself.
Yeah, they don't have hero points, so well, a couple of them do.
A couple of them do. Yeah, Darius and Clara, I think.
Yeah, but they've been given like 3. So doing the pattern with 3 hero points, On the rough side.
They did have more than 3 hero
I
points. It's
can't.
just that they've been blowing them.
Yeah. Well, eventually those two will try it, I think. So, moving on. You guys go over, and the contingent of dumbasses goes, "Shall we open the door, sir?"
Yes, thank you.
Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Close the door! Get in! Go! Shows Jameis fucking with Flint and Tinder going, "God damn, this is my favorite part of the fucking day, right?" Okay, there you go.
No, I'll take one of theirs which is already lit.
Oh, they don't keep any of that shit. They're not allowed to have anything, that causes fire. Freddie may take it. There's a couple people from the AFF or AFL there as well, the Anti-Freddie League.
Anyway.
People don't like his ass. Anyway, so you guys are back in the barber shop, and Clem goes, "Howdy, what can I do you for?" He always waves the same exact way every time. What a great actor.
And the seat is still slightly broken?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is the I forgot what the bloody term was. What is the term, Joshua?
What is this zone's designation, please, Clint?
I'm sorry. Admin commands have been by the administrator, he says.
As in there are actual gaps, not just Logan having a stroke. Okay, just checking.
Find me in Ukraine. Find me doctor in Ukraine. I'm Manton. Oh, Jesus, I'm coming.
Has anybody tried making a Trump for Clem?
That's
what
a
I
freaky
can,
thought. I'm giving him a card just for a freaky thought.
Yeah, it's an
interesting thought.
Yeah, it is. I've given him a card for it. Nobody's bothered with that kind of thing.
No.
Are we going to spend much time in here? I have some painting skill.
The biggest problem you will face is that most of the interior of the barbershop all look the same. So there's nothing unique that you would be able to use to say this is the Clems in Beastkin.
Well, no, I'm just actually going to make the point of you drew one of Clem and then you try
Clem himself, yes.
Clem via Trump, and that might sort of access
the proto Clem.
Yeah.
I think that since this place is all about going from, it's all about transport from one zone to another, right? So
I just don't know if
you go to Clem, then it doesn't matter what zone he's in at the time, because then you can use Clem to go to the zone you're interested in.
Now, I wish to give you a caution. If you'd like to attempt to make a Trump of him, you can, but it uses some of your skill whoring rolls now instead of at the end of the game, because that's the whole reason that skill whoring was made. Otherwise, we quickly devolved into what I call paint parties, where everybody sat around painting all fucking session.
But this would be useful. It's not just...
Oh, no,
they're all
that's the thing. They're all useful, and who determines what is useful and what is not? Yes.
What about if we attempted to do a sketch Trump of Clem?
Same thing.
Okay.
I pretty much made sketches completely useless in this game, which is fine.
Okay.
It's a damn good idea. I don't know if Clem is a thing you can trump, because I know you can do trumps of people, and I don't know if Clem counts.
You cannot do trumps. You used to be able to do trumps of people that had not walked the pattern, but that no longer works.
Well, we don't know what Clem is. He might be essence of pattern for all we know.
Well, it would be good that he's never walked the pattern.
Well, Clem is probably contains... I can't remember if I'm sure people have tried doing detect pattern at Clem, and I can remember the result. I'll attempt it, because I can't remember the result.
Why are you sprinting?
He's not. He's playing with the pipe.
When the doors, were closed, they wanted us to get inside real quick.
So he's printed in. Makes sense.
That's fine. No. As I remember, Logan said something about sprinting all over the place before. No, that makes sense.
No, I do not.
Cool.
I just saw me moseying in with the lantern trying to get it to work.
Oh, yeah.
They're so stupid to close the doors on people and got bigger trouble.
They are that dumb.
Yeah, we do have bigger trouble, so that still stands.
But they're good in screaming in terror and possibly dying, and a couple of them have been given bells to ring if bad things happen. So, there's that. They do.
So what other
Yeah.
Clem statements do we have that we can try? Oh, Clem, run self-diagnostic.
I'm sorry, admin commands have been suspended by the administrator.
Clem, do the hootsy tootsie.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, I was just wondering if it's because I've never tried the self-diagnostic before, so I was just wondering if it was Clem was just pointing to everything with admin commands have been doing, or was it that was actually a command that...
Yeah, no, good, very good thinking.
So I was just testing that.
All right, so most of the stuff we're asking me for is not going to work.
Well, there might be something that does before that doesn't consider an admin thing. I wouldn't have thought the zone designation would have been that hard.
I agree. I wouldn't have thought that either, but apparently...
Well, what's my user access? Apparently that is.
Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Clem.
Clem, shave yourself.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We can ask about red pills and blue pills and multiple degrees. See if that's still accessible.
Clem, I want a Brazilian.
He motions toward a barber chair.
Yeah,
I will lay down and become hairless.
You get into the chair, and he begins doing the hair cutting things, and the other two are staring at you like... He now appears to be darker skinned and black hair.
God damn it. I'm an idiot. This Clem's password protected. We haven't been giving the password with any of the commands.
I think someone said on the device that the passwords are no longer active.
For this particular Clem?
Yeah. I mean, you can still try those with the passwords, but I think they said that was no longer possible. Previously, when we gave a command that didn't follow the password, he just ignored us. I mean, you can try. You can give it a go.
Yeah.
He looks vaguely like he is of Brazilian background and stuff, which I realize there's a lot of white Brazilians, and there's some that are super duper white, but he looks more of the dusky skinned Brazilian type. And you have no pubic hair.
Not what I was going for, but
well, you have no pubic hair either, so it's all good.
Well, that was okay.
Apparently, somebody set up.
It's always gives you the haircut motion, but you do get whatever haircut you ask for.
Well, you also got darker skin tone for some reason.
Yeah, we can get him to do our disguise rules. So, Joshua.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to remember exact wording of the password because what I was told...
What is the designation of the zone? A dingo ate my baby.
He says, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Could I? Dingo ate your baby.
That's what I mean. The password, what I was told, is different to what the password appeared to be. And I was told
I'll try the other way. Clem, what is the designation of the zone? A dingo ate your baby.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, either way, it doesn't seem to be doing much.
Yeah, they could have given it a simple password, Marcus, but no, they wanted a phrase because, somebody couldn't have said like aquamarine or something. No, of course not.
And they're making fun of the Australians.
Yeah, well, that's important to do. But, well, drop bear would have been a good fucking password. If anybody walks in and says that at the end of some statement, then there's definitely something going on. That's not even in Australia, it's not a normal thing to just say at the end of whatever you're saying. Like, I think we should go to the pub, drop bear. That would be an odd one, even for Australians.
So did you actually state a dingo ate your baby, not the dingo ate your baby?
A dingo.
Good, yeah.
They compared dingoes.
Because it was set to the dingo ate your baby, but for some reason it morphed to a dingo ate your baby, which
Yeah,
was
well,
yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
Jameis has listened to almost every episode that's published online. He has become inured to this. He's like, yeah, shit happens. Waiting for the next episode to come out.
Yeah. Also, we all know Logan just doesn't always have memory anyway. So it's like,
I have a
this is
limited
what
amount
Logan's
of
ended up
RAM.
remembering. So,
Yeah.
close enough.
Clem seems like pretty much basically a user interface. Has anybody tried hacking him?
Yeah, and if you're not careful, it sets a self-destruction sequence, which can cause it to go nuclear.
I won't try that then.
Hacking.
Well, that's what normally happens. I don't know if that's what happens when he's like this.
Hacking involves, well, previously hacking involved basically enforcing your. I'm trying to think of a phrase to use.
Self?
Yourself, yeah. your id, yourself, upon the paradigm of the world and Clem.
All right.
I mean, that might
And it
be
was
what-
very hard to do.
Yeah, I was just have to do something like that again in order to get him to reset or something. And somehow,
What do you guys think?
he's moving. Just come up with something clever. Why didn't you take Clem out of the barber shop?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I know he's left before. But
So
I don't know.
what were you suggesting do?
Take Clem out of the barber shop.
I'm not sure if you can.
Have you fixed it yet?
Yep.
Cool.
I'll grapple him. And then we'll just walk out the door, right?
Yeah, if you can pick him up.
Are you gonna pick up Clem and carry him outside?
Gonna
Sure.
attempt to.
All right, sure.
Sure.
Give me a strength roll, grappling roll if you want, but you're to plus 30 on your grappling rolls. He just stands there looking at you.
You get a check, so.
True. Barely. Okay. Despite him standing still, you almost fucking missed him.
I go bang on the door, so we
Give
can
me
get
a
out.
strength roll to see if you can lift Clem. He seems kind of heavy. Stout man. Yeah, it takes a couple of attempts, but you get him in a fireman's carry.
Okay, I'll bang on the
right.
door so we can.
All right. Eventually, you convince them to let you open the door, and they crank open the doors, and you guys carry Clem outside.
Yep.
Okay. He just goes, "What can I do you for?" Do you guys want to? One of the guys like think they're gonna have sex with Clem. The other one's like, "Shh, shh, shh."
Now, the second part of the question is what happens if we reset the barber pole where he can't get back inside?
Mm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What happens if we ask him for a shave?
Probably
Wow,
try to go.
What can I do you first? Says Clem over your shoulder. He's still in the fireman's carry asking these.
Did you want to go
I should
and
probably-
pull the
Okay.
pole?
Yeah, I'll go do the pole.
All right, cool. You do the poll, and everybody who isn't Jameis, unless you have paradigm distortion maxed out, give me a sanity roll. The guards scream and run, throwing down their weapons and whatnot as they flee. You're over there playing with the barber pole very carefully and shit. Oh my God, he made his sanity roll that time. Very depressing. Take 1 point toward paradigm distortion, Marcus. And your sanity drops to an amazing 66, which, considering how high it started, is tragic.
I know. I've been
Sure. Josh was probably maxed out by this point.
Yeah,
No,
apparently
because
not.
Logan reset the skill.
Bleeding
Wow.
out.
Merged the
No,
skill
you
and
got
made it
you got all
higher.
your points from space time dumped into there.
Yeah, my space time was no longer maxed out.
Okay, cool. Take a D6 and you can scream and run like the rest of the people if you can roll a 5 or 6 and fail whoop hard times 3, like they all did. Ah. Yeah, you don't freak out. He goes,
You want to keep re-rolling?
You come out
Hero
and
points?
you're like, where did everybody go? Clem's not on his shoulder anymore. He just went, disappeared.
Down to there.
Good news, you don't have to carry him around anymore.
So what did Clem do?
He faded.
heavy-
He disappeared like smoke. But
How
not
heavy was Clem?
As heavy as a fat man.
So he actually has some substance. He's not a projection.
If he is, he's the heaviest hologram you ever had to lug around.
Another thing we could try to do, I'm just coming up with really random ideas now, so if you've got anything better, let me know, is that we damage the shop more and see if that repairs. Or see if it just cannot repair itself anymore.
Well, the usual way the shop gets damaged is the window gets smashed.
Pick a rock.
No problem. The doors are still a bit open. Give me a throw roll at plus 30. The window attempts to dodge, but it's really bad at it. It freezes up. But if the rock hits it, it'll definitely be in pain. I mean, the experience it may find shattering.
Yes.
With a plus 30.
All right. It barely manages to hit the window and it shatters it. Yeah. Okay. No problem. The doors are still open a little bit because the people are all supposed to do that. From far off, you hear a bell ringing, and then you see all kinds of other people rushing this way with various weapons and stuff. They quickly surround the barber shop, and a couple of them come up McKay and go,
McKay took care of the problem.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. He takes care of a lot of problems around here. Okay. Craig, shut the doors. Thank you. So the barbershop's fixed now? One of them says.
No, not that problem.
Oh.
It was a different problem.
Oh.
Do you think all the guards would run away screaming if it was just the barber shop being fixed?
He goes,
yeah, don't answer that.
Right. They with whips and dogs, eventually they get the guards driven back to here and make them pick up their weapons again. Yeah. We haven't figured out a way to get rid of their fear of death yet, but we're hoping someday. Right. The competent guys all go back to their various crafting things, and the guards are all shaking in their boots. One of them faints when looked at by you guys.
You got some loose boots there or something?
Yes, they do. They get extra big boots so they can have an easier time shaking in them.
Quaking in their boots.
Yeah. These are not the best. These are not the best of the best, if you know what I mean. But by God, they're cheap labor, and they gotta get fed either way. So they put them to work here. Mm-hmm. The best ones of them get to crank open the doors now and then.
They're contributing to society.
Yes. Well, that's because they haven't invented the wood chipper here yet to deal with the ones that don't. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. So 24 hours later, teaching roles and.
Right. Do your teaching roles and 24 fucking hours later. ...
Teaching. Tough, far out. I'm spending a hero point on that.
Wow, he's really trying to be nice to you. He's spending hero points on you, Marcus.
Basically, if I don't spend a hero point on that, it means I can never teach you this ability again.
Yeah, and that's
I really appreciate that.
So
this is
for
why
something
McKay...
like something this important, I think it's
This is what McKay solves all problems. All you have to do is bring him out. Oh my. So now you just got to make that shape-shifting roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, crit teaching doesn't actually help anything.
No.
But it's nice.
Looks
It's a nice
impressive.
feeling.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like he definitely knows what he's doing, and he hasn't failed the last couple of days.
There we
One
go.
moment.
Mute,
Somebody at my
mute.
door.
Mute.
All right.
Just as it happens, just as he gets taught, he runs away. You've shapeshifted him into nothingness.
That's pretty harsh
And
shape-shifting.
my next trick.
Yeah.
So,
I have to get the spell and give it to him and stuff. Because he's got it handy.
okay, you ready? Now, warning, Marcus, this is a bit on the long side, so here's your copy-paste. There you go. Have fun.
Thank you,
Oh, and
Josh.
since,
I really appreciate you sticking with this, sticking with me on this.
Not a problem.
there is one bad thing, though. Since he actually did what minor shapeshifted, you changed your fingerprints. Since you get to watch his fingerprints change, everybody give me a sanity roll, including McKay, towards shapeshifting, unless you have it maxed out. It's 0 if you make it, though. Good news. Happy days. Those two don't give a shit. Even though
Like,
Red is
crikey, that
almost the
swirly
same.
changed angles.
My big question is, does Marcus freak out?
You are trying to make me crazy, aren't you?
No, this just happens. If you read the description, you'll see it in there. So roll a d4, and your sanity drops to...
I said, if your sanity is over 50, stop whining.
Yeah, look at Rev. Okay, so your sanity drops by 2 points, but you pick up 2 points in the shape-shifting category. Oh, this is nothing. Wait until Kinley starts learning how to become a ghost and haunting your ass. That actually happened to Scott and Sheila for a season. A whole season. And they're like, oh, a ghost. Then they saw a real...
He's really happy to do his avatar and bloody demon form in front of everyone.
Oh, yeah, he's done that too. But no, I remember then they finally eventually saw a real ghost, and they're like, we've been haunted by Kinley for a long time. We don't care about
I'm
it.
halfway through avatar form. Once that happens, it's like, oh, it's avatar form. Yeah, whatever.
Best to get
That's
that
the
maxed
joy
out.
of... Yeah, that's why you'll want to max this stuff. Is when you got high sand, just go ahead and max this stuff out as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Because then you just go, oh, it's not it.
Now,
That's what Terry, he just had lots of stuff maxed out. He just said so much maxed out.
an important side note is the way you get sanity is by doing genuinely, not like, I think this will get me sand, I'm going to go do some good guy shit. But doing genuinely good guy shit for little no gain gets you sanity back. So the more of that you can pull off. But, people like playing evil, they just go through characters faster. I'm crazy again. Yeah.
I set up bum fights. Give me sand.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why you're sand.
Oh, Reb, you got too many cards again.
Yeah, well, that happens.
After teaching him a new skill that will cost him yet more sanity, you guys head back to the barber shop as he's going,
Oh, I picked up a red card.
Cool. What'd you get?
No trading. Everybody discards all their cards and refills their hand.
No.
Yeah, the worst I lose is that one. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, Pete got deep dicked on that one, but
Yeah.
Denied. Lock it in.
I blame Logan.
More sanity to me. Who I was going to give to Jameis if it made it to the end.
Yeah, James is
Yeah,
pretty
well, this
crazy.
is why we went. We trying to hold on too long. We did it at the same time. It was made up with the same cards.
I was just thinking that. Did you guys get the same cards? Please compare cards.
Did you get a red card?
No.
Yeah.
All right, then we didn't get... Well, I did. Bad Mojo. All players drop to 2 magic points.
Oh, my magic points go down a little bit.
One guy had his magic points double when somebody drew that. He was like, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was Terry at one point.
Make a language roll. You see for the adventure. Doesn't matter. Dreamlands. I shall discard and draw a replacement card.
I have an assistant +5 if anyone. So just remember that I have that if you guys
Okay.
skill roll and go, oh.
You guys are back in front of the barber shop. The guards look at you warily. They look like they're ready to throw down the weapons.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
When I slept, did my 2 points of real damage go away?
Give me a willpower roll. Lower is better. Mash the ×5 button. Anytime I say lower is better, always mash the ×5 button. You healed up all of those. All your hit points that were gone of those 2 are now healed. Anytime you sleep.
And the magic points, for some reason, I was down to 4. Which
good news and bad news here. Good news is that when you woke up, they went all the way up. Bad news is just now they dropped back down to 2.
Okay.
Yes. Red card, burnt us.
Yep.
Fortunately, your shape-shifting ability doesn't actually use magic, so.
Yes.
Cool. So you guys are back in front. They've cranked open the doors. They clutch their weapons with the kind of confidence that tells you they are ready to throw them down and run as soon as anything horrible happens. And inside, you think you can see some movement.
Is the window hole again?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Beautiful. We go in and we check it.
All right. Yeah, the window's good. Clem's there. He goes, howdy, what can I do you for?
What about the chair?
Still a little bit fucked up.
Okay, interesting.
You're not sure what the deal is with that. You suspect evil. Evil from the 5th dimension, perhaps.
Yes.
Well, the option there is that you can break it more and see if it heals up properly, or you just try and fix it yourself.
Can we replace it?
With what?
Another barber chair.
Do we have another? We don't have another barber chair. Well, we have those 3 over there, but they get used. So.
Not in my pocket, but we could go somewhere and get a barber chair and then come back.
I don't know where you go to get a barber chair.
This
type. This is a very specific barber type chair.
They all match perfectly, except for that one. It's just a little bit off.
It's a Clem's. I mean, you can't just go to a Joe's barber and get one of his chairs and put it in here. That won't work because it's Joe's barber chair. It's not a Clem's chair. And I wouldn't suggest going out into the back room and checking. That's not a good idea.
Well, you can open the door and look and see if it's got the black void still or not.
Yep. He looked a little freaked out when he closed the door. He's like, yeah. You're not sure what he saw in there, but it didn't look like it made him happy. And so you're thinking with your sanity continuing to drop, maybe you don't want to see what's in the back room. Although I will say worse things have been seen in Clem's back room than that.
Yes.
Like in the post-apocalyptic wasteland, desert wasteland, that was probably the worst. Jim is like, I just heard that recently. It was bad.
No, it wasn't recently, but I remember it. Fulton took care of it. I remember that. He expressed a lot of satisfaction in dealing with that. So, what are we doing about Clem? Can we do anything about Clem? Are we completely screwed?
Howdy, what can I do you for?
He seems to be talking fine. The only way we can tell whether or not he is actually working is by attempting to use him.
He did stutter before.
Yes, he did, but he's not messing everything up. So the question is, if we use him.
Kim, what can you do us for?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
That was a good try.
That was a damn good try. He's the first person to ever do that. Take a card there, Jimmy. And you finally got to meet Joshua McKay after all this time of being accused of not being him.
Dreamlands, go away.
Now, lots of barber shops have these posters on the wall with different hairstyles.
They don't
So
have
there's
that
nothing
here.
like that.
Now, this is it's a kind of a stylized 1950s looking barber, but without the clever, like, I want a number 4, because apparently you're expected to know what kind of barber cut you'd like. It's got tile floor, big mirror.
Tim, I want a number 4.
He motions toward the seat.
Okay, I'll sit down.
All right. Right. He's got his hair is all shaved except there's a big number 4 in his head.
I'll take it.
That's a new thing for your character description.
If you don't ask, if you don't try, you don't find out.
Oh yeah.
Which is the essence of the PCs. If they don't try, they don't find out.
That describes most of them right there.
Yeah.
So, do we want to try and see if Clem's works?
Sure. What's the worst that can happen?
We drown.
Well, no, I got shape-shifting into gills.
It takes a couple of minutes to shapeshift, to do a minor shapeshift. And you got to specify what each minor shapeshift is.
I thought.
Oh yeah, that's a good note for Marcus. Is the first time you ever successfully pull off minor shapeshift, you have to specify what it is.
No, it changed. It used to be that you could learn different minor shapeshifts.
Well, you still can if you get crit off of minor shapeshift.
Yeah, I just mean, but it was the one minor shapeshift. You could learn multiple minor shapeshifts by practicing.
Okay.
Now it is you say, right, this minor shapeshift is going to be for fingerprints.
We could all shapeshift guilds at the moment. Well, try to, and then we'll be ready for whatever.
Logan,
no, because I don't. My minor shapeshifts are already specified as to what they are.
You were telling me something about the shapeshift, and I didn't catch it all.
The first time you successfully, whether it's in-game or skill horn, or no, the first time you in-game successfully pull off minor shapeshift, you have to specify what specific minor shapeshift that is, and then then it becomes like, for example, McKay, could you roll your minor shapeshift skill just so we can see it on the thing? On the screen there?
Yeah, mine is gills.
Yeah, gills is a good one.
Yeah.
Well, you could get your gills up and then attempt Clems and see where you end up, and then we can wonder how to get you back.
Yeah,
that kind of buttered out at the end a bit there. Anyway,
yeah, so like mine, when I was just going to say, if you just scroll up, when I taught you, mine says attempt small shape shifting - fingerprints.
Got it.
So when
or like another one I've got is small shape shifting - toughened skin.
Which now would be no good because of the armor.
That's right. Well, I've still got it up, but because
it's just useful to see. Yeah, just I'm not rolling it, just sort of showing my skills.
Yeah, because it's useful for when I don't have the armor on.
Now, if you ever get a crit in this, then you'll have the option of like, oh, I want to get this other thing, or if I ever get NPCs to surprise McKay when he's in bed having sex, then if he's got that fucking toughness thing up, then even though he hasn't got his clothes on, by God, he's still slightly protected from everything except STDs.
What? You take your clothes off?
He is civilized. Oh yes.
I mean, wouldn't that take longer than the actual?
Yeah, there's some women out there that believe having a premature ejaculator as a sexual partner does save significant time. Oh, baby, I came. Okay, done. Go off to go read a book. So, shapeshifting is a fun thing. Well, actually, Pete will tell you whether he thinks it's a fun thing to work up or not, because I think he's our best shapeshifter currently.
I think so.
Yeah, probably. It depends on what you want to do. There are some interesting skills that allow you to change your form and stuff. If you ever want to walk the Logris, you're going to need to build up a couple of the shape-shifting skills, like your Chaos form and your Avatar form.
I would totally walk the Logris if I could.
But walking it is going to be... That's the other thing. Once you've walked a pattern, walking the Logris is extra hard to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, walking the Logris, not having walked the pattern, not even as hard as, well, not as difficult as pattern, assuming you've got Logris form and, Avatar.
Somehow you've got the Logris forms without actually doing that.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, it's that thing of you need to be able to shapeshift before walking the Logris.
Yeah.
Because part of walking Logris is shapeshifting, so there must be some way of doing it.
Actually, there is. You're the one who can teach people who haven't walked pattern how to do it. So,
that's right.
Because
Exactly.
I think you're the only one that can actually teach them. So if somebody came and said, "I want a dude who does Logris," then their job is to get on the schedule with you. And
Freddie might be able to. I'm not sure. He has a billion schools.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Freddie's Alex.
Freddie.
Not
Yeah.
Finley.
Maybe.
Freddie.